Hey, this is Mark, and you're welcome to AUTOSAYS. You know that feeling when you're sitting in the dealership, ready to drive off in your dream car, and suddenly the finance guy slides a thick packet across the desk and says those magic words, extended warranty? Your heart races a little, doesn't it? Because deep down, you're thinking about that one friend whose transmission died right after the factory warranty expired, and he had to drop $8,000 he didn't have. But here's what they're not telling you in that air-conditioned office with the free coffee and the fake plants. The extended warranty business isn't about protecting you. It's a $14 billion industry built on your fear. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how they turn your anxiety into their profit. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll never look at those warranty pitches the same way again. But before we dive into this rabbit hole, do me a favor, hit that like button right now because this information could save you thousands, and subscribe so you don't miss the next video where I'll reveal what dealerships really make on each car they sell. Alright, let's get into it. Picture this, it's 1958, and America is in love with cars. Families are buying vehicles like never before, and manufacturers are pumping out models with tail fins that could slice through clouds. But there's a problem brewing under all those shiny hoods. Cars back then, they weren't exactly reliable. A Chevy might need a new water pump at 20,000 miles. A Ford could blow a gasket before you paid off the loan. The big automakers knew this, so they started offering something revolutionary. The factory warranty, 1 year or 12,000 miles, whichever came first. It was a promise that said, hey, we believe in our product enough to fix it if something goes wrong. Sounds noble, right? Well, here's where the plot thickens. Dealerships and third-party companies looked at this factory warranty and saw something beautiful. Not for you, for them. They saw an opportunity to sell you peace of mind after the factory warranty expired, and more importantly, they saw margins that would make a tech startup jealous. We're talking 70, sometimes 80% profit margins. Let me say that again so it really sinks in. 80% profit. When you pay $3,000 for an extended warranty, the company selling it might only expect to pay out $600 in actual claims. The rest? Pure profit, baby. Now you might be thinking, Mark, that can't be right. My cousin sells warranties and he's always talking about how they barely break even. Yeah, well, your cousin is probably getting a nice commission check that says otherwise. But here's the thing that really gets me fired up, and this is where the history gets juicy. Back in the 1970s, when oil prices shot through the roof and American cars were competing with reliable Japanese imports, the extended warranty game exploded. Toyota and Honda were building cars that lasted, and suddenly American manufacturers had to extend their factory warranties just to compete. 5 years, 60,000 miles became the new standard. But the aftermarket warranty companies, they adapted faster than a chameleon in a bag of Skittles. They created plans that sounded comprehensive but were filled with more holes than Swiss cheese. They'd cover the engine but not the seals. They'd cover the transmission but not the torque converter. And my personal favorite, they'd cover parts but not the labor to install them, which is like buying a pizza but having to pay separately for someone to put it in the oven. Want to know the real kicker? Most extended warranties don't even kick in until after your factory warranty expires, so you're literally paying today for coverage that starts tomorrow. And in that gap, you're giving the warranty company free money to invest and grow their profits. It's genius if you're them, and it's a trap if you're you. Now let's fast forward to the modern era, because this is where things get absolutely wild. In 2008, when the economy crashed and people stopped buying new cars, you know what saved a lot of dealerships from closing? Extended warranties. While car sales dropped 40%, warranty sales actually went up because people were keeping their cars longer and dealerships needed every penny they could squeeze. The finance managers became the real profit centers, and extended warranties became their secret weapon. Here's something they definitely don't advertise. The average person who buys an extended warranty never uses even half of what they paid for it. Think about that for a second. You're more likely to sell your car, trade it in, or have nothing major break than you are to actually benefit from that warranty. And here's the cherry on top. Most extended warranties don't even transferable if you sell the car. So that $3,000 you spent, it's just gone, vanished like your dignity at a karaoke bar after 3 drinks. But Mark, you're probably shouting at your screen right now, what about catastrophic failures? What about that transmission I mentioned at the beginning? Fair point, and this is where I need to hit you with some truth that might sting a little. Modern cars, especially from reliable brands, are exponentially more dependable than vehicles from even 20 years ago. A Honda or Toyota from 2020 has about a 3% chance of major component failure in the first 100,000 miles. 3%. You're essentially betting $3,000 on a 3% chance, and the house always wins that bet. Let me give you a real example that happened to a buddy of mine just last year. He bought a used BMW. Gorgeous car, and the dealer scared him into a $4,000 extended warranty with stories about how expensive BMW repairs are. You know what broke in 3 years? A window regulator. Cost to fix? $400. But the warranty didn't cover it because window regulators were listed under wear and tear items in the fine print he never read. He called me furious, and all I could say was, "Brother, I tried to warn you." Now, here's where the story takes a turn, because I'm not saying all extended warranties are evil. There are exactly 3 scenarios where an extended warranty might, and I stress might, make sense. First, if you're buying a used German luxury car out of warranty, and I mean Mercedes, BMW, Audi, those repairs can genuinely hurt your bank account more than a root canal. Second, if you're buying a brand with a documented history of specific problems, like certain American trucks with transmission issues, or certain Asian brands with early CVT failures. And third, if you absolutely cannot afford an unexpected repair bill and you need the budget certainty, even if it costs you more in the long run. But here's the secret sauce that warranty companies pray you never figure out. You can often negotiate the price of an extended warranty down by 50% or more. That $3,000 warranty? Offer $1,500. They'll act shocked. They'll say they need to talk to their manager. They'll make it seem impossible. But I've seen people walk out with the exact same coverage for 40% of the original price. Why? Because even at $1,500, they're still making money hand over fist. And do you want to know the absolute craziest part of this whole industry? There are hundreds of extended warranty companies out there, and a good chunk of them are so poorly funded that they go bankrupt before you ever need to make a claim. You paid for protection that literally doesn't exist anymore. It's like buying insurance from a company that's already planning to disappear. There was a scandal in 2015 when a major warranty company went under and left 70,000 customers with worthless contracts. 70,000 people who thought they were protected woke up one day to find out they'd been betting on a horse that never even made it to the race. So what's the move here? What should you actually do when that finance manager slides that packet across the desk and gives you the fear pitch? Here's my advice, and I've been studying this industry for 15 years. Take that $3,000 they want for the warranty and put it in a high-yield savings account. Call it your car emergency fund. If something breaks, you use that money. If nothing breaks, congratulations. You just saved $3,000 plus interest. You became your own warranty company and you kept all the profit. The dealership won't like this answer because they make more money on warranties than they do on most used cars. Some finance managers take home 30 to 40% commission on warranty sales. That's why they're so persistent, why they act like you're making a terrible mistake if you decline. But you're not making a mistake. You're making a smart financial decision based on statistics and probability, not fear and pressure. Now, as we're coming down the home stretch here, I want to leave you with something that might blow your mind. The extended warranty business has lobbied successfully in most states to avoid regulation as insurance products. Think about that. They're selling you financial protection, but they don't have to follow the same rules as insurance companies. They don't have to maintain reserves. They don't have to prove financial stability. They can often deny claims for reasons that would never fly in actual insurance. It's the Wild West out there, and you're the cowboy walking into a saloon full of card sharks. But you're smarter now. You know the game. You know that when they say most people buy the warranty, what they really mean is most people fall for our sales pitch. You know that when they say you can't put a price on peace of mind, what they really saying is we've calculated exactly what price you'll pay for manufactured anxiety. The extended warranty industry has built a $14 billion empire on the gap between what could happen and what actually happens, and they're counting on you not knowing the difference. Back in 1958, when this all started, it was about genuine protection for unreliable products. Today, it's about extracting maximum profit from your fear while providing minimal actual value. The game has changed, but they're still using the same playbook, and now you know every play. So here's my challenge to you. Next time you're in that dealership and they start the warranty pitch, I want you to ask them 3 questions. First, what percentage of warranty buyers actually file claims that exceed what they paid for? Second, can I see the actual contract terms before I commit, not just the glossy brochure? And third, what happens to my coverage if your company goes out of business? Watch their faces. Watch how uncomfortable they get, because those questions expose the entire game, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. If this video saved you from dropping $3 on something you probably don't need, smash that like button and share this with anyone you know who's car shopping. Subscribe to AUTOSAYS, because next week I'm exposing the truth about dealer financing and why that 0% interest rate might actually cost you more than a regular loan. Until then, keep your wallet close and your skepticism closer, because in the world of automotive sales, knowledge isn't just power, it's money in your pocket. This is Mark, and remember, the best extended warranty is the one you give yourself.